It
I
really
remember
was.
whenever I
Where
was
that came
with
from.
Tiffany,
Yeah.
whenever I was with Tiffany in Act Two, Scene One, she takes my hand a lot. Like Gracie takes my hand a lot and drags me, but Tiffany was dragging me. I mean, they made it funnier because I'm literally like, oh, I'm not acting right now, guys.
It was hard in our scenes, Lisa. I was trying not to laugh. I'm trying to be mean to you, and I'm like, but I like her. How can I be? And I keep every time we got close, I'm like, oh, please don't make me laugh.
Yeah,
But it was
Lisa,
so fun.
it was
Right.
fun.
Right.
It
was
was
fun.
with you and Jaquel when you would, and then you would be whimpering, then you looking over at her to see, make sure she gets the sherry.
We were
That was
dying
fun.
backstage every
Backstage,
time.
every single time we did it, we
And I
always.
couldn't look, and I knew she was doing it, and I couldn't look, and the audience is reacting, and I'm trying not to react, and I can hear her. It was just too funny, Lisa. It was so fake and so funny.
I just didn't understand why she would cry. It's like Robin in the coat. You have to make something out of a moment that you don't understand, you don't get. That whole thing came out of the fact that that coat was too small and she didn't like it, and so she
Yeah.
into the thing. I did not understand a bit why Grace would suddenly start crying, like for real. So like to make it into just like a huge thing, you know.
Yeah.
There was
Listen,
one night.
I
or
want to
two
think.
nights.
Go ahead, Jimmy. I'm
There was one
sorry.
or two nights where no one laughed at that, and I was just like, "What? What? That's like one of the funniest thing in the play."
Mhm.
But I feel like we had a lot of night, well, not a lot of nights. Some nights where people were just they didn't know it was a comedy, or like they weren't sure if they were supposed to
Yeah.
laugh. Like just really weirdly polite audiences. I'm like, it's funny.
Right. I know.
Yeah, one part I thought that people should have laughed more and they didn't when Lisa said, "Oh, chauffeurs always count."
Yeah.
That was my favorite line. That was really good. For me, Jimmy, it's like has this line. Gracie says, "Well, how many times do you get to defy, authority and run out with your lover and all of that?" And you're like, "I don't, 2, 3 times."
Exactly. Then
Right. That one man, finally, he was like,
Finally got it. And I always
and
thought
I
it was
understand that Gracie couldn't help because she's not supposed to get it, right? She's supposed to move on. So
Yeah.
she allowed the joke, but like, oh, come on, people, there's time in there to sneak a laugh.
I always appreciated Lisa for that because I feel like you were the only one who pointed out, like, that's supposed to be funny.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Another grateful moment for me in learning from Wanisha was, I'll try to do things my way, but it's usually harder. It's the harder way. I take the long way, and it's stupid, right? So I shared with them that I hurt my knee. I really hurt my knee this time, but my knee had been bothering me the whole show. And I could not figure out how to act to pick up that letter. First of all, it's dark, so I got to find it. So what I would do was just after I spill, I would try to back up and keep backing up and looking to see when I would see it. The night I watched you, Wanisha just turned around, saw it, and picked it up and turned around. I was like, why didn't I think to do that? I mean, my knees are crying. One time I stepped on the front of the skirt and I was like, oh, here we go. I'm going down. I'm going down.
Another really funny moment with you, Wanisha, is when you look at Kelly and say, you look down and you look up her right in her face and say, "Your mother." I thought that was good. And then Kelly reacts and says, "Mother-in-law."
Yeah.
Jaquel, do you remember, how, and again, I'm the newbie, so we have been working the lighting. We had gotten it a rhythm with what light when we were going to be dark and sitting on the stage.
Mm-hmm.
Then like the last week,
It was shining.
came and that spotlight was out, and we going, is that light supposed to be there?
Right.
What's happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was right on your forehead.
Is this light? Are we supposed to have another moment? What is happening?
Right.
In the book
No.
that we used over there, Kelly, all
it
those
wasn't
pages,
showing
those
the
naked
spotlight.
people.
There was
Kelly would be
so
like,
many
in that
spotlights.
Suge night.
Yeah.
That Suge night.
Kelly was the historian of the Dunbar family. Every night we'd open the book, and Kelly whatever page it was, she would point to it and give the history. That was Dr. Dunbar's great grandfather. And there were some nude pictures. It was just so funny. She was making up stories.
The one night she said, "That's Malcolm X." Y'all, how could I forget one of the biggest flubs? Jumi, you remember me? I was like, I got this. And Kelly, every night, Kelly and I'll be like, Kelly, what's my line? And my line, she go, cliche.
Oh yeah.
This one night, we played it and we letting it play out. And I said, what's my, because we laughing, we kicking, that's Oprah, that's Gail, that's that kicking, laughing. I said, what's my line? She said, cliche. All of a sudden, everything just got quiet. And I'm looking around, Lisa looking around. I'm like, somebody ain't ring the bell.
You're right.
Yeah.
In my mind, I'm boiling. Somebody ain't ring the bell.
I think that was on Sherry's night, and she be messing up the cues. And
I messed it up, Barbara. I forgot the line. They were waiting on me.
The line, but she should know when I'm standing there. She has it marked in her book. So she knows when the bell is supposed to ring, whether you say the line or not.
Oh, well, all I know is
the bell should have been ringing when she saw me come out there.
I think they were still waiting, like,
because y'all were at the door.
Was gonna say her line before they rang the bell.
Yeah, they were trying to give me grace, right? And I was like, I don't know who messing up the night. What is the problem?
The cliche line is what me and Jaquel used to go to the door.
And that the cliche is the one that I use to bring the mints in and run into Gracie.
I need Selena to click back on because when we move the scene forward, we go up in the library. So again, I'm mad. I'm like, dumping the new people up there, them new people. I stepped up on that stage and I looked at Selena. I said, oh shit. That was me, wasn't it? She said, it's okay, Camilla. That's all Selena just, Camilla, you did good. It's okay. It was like, don't blow up. I was dumbfounded for the rest of the scene. I was like, I'm ready
when you dropped
somebody out, and it was me.
when I didn't hear the line, and I said, well, maybe I should just say whisper, cliche, but by that time somebody else kicked in.
Yeah.
Kelly would try to. Kelly will do this, and you would think I would get a clue. No, I was like, somebody in my head messing up. They ain't ring the bell.
Oh my goodness! That same night, there was something else that happened, and Robin was like trying to cue you. She's like, Harlem. You're supposed to say, come around here.
No, it's gone. Let that be the truth for me. If it ain't there, it's not there. It's not coming. I don't know from whence it's gone.
Right. They're just sometimes you can escape, get the line back, and sometimes nope, you gotta move on.
Yeah. Keep it going. I need a Lisa in this moment. Just keep it going, cause I ain't got it. Look, I'm sorry. Right.
And it's always rough when you mess up a line that you've known all the time and you don't know why that one left that particular night. And then you'll do good on some things that you weren't even really focusing on. So it's a battle on the stage. But you know that you're fighting to keep your lines because you know it's going to affect the person before you and after you, so you're really fighting to get it right. So it can all, come together. I know Jumi saved me a couple times. I think I was telling my dad, I was like, Jumi said, my father is, what was that one, Jumi, you said, my father is not hard-headed. Yeah, something you said about you.
I don't remember.
I know. So it was my line. It said, your father, you get that stubbornness from your father. And Jumi said, and my father was stubborn, right?
Yeah, she didn't say that line. I was just like, is she going to say it? I was like, hey, you probably think I'm stubborn, huh?
Right. You're stubborn. It's like your father.
Yeah.